Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by 1Equine. For the equine athlete, we've got a marathon program set down for decision this weekend at Albion Park. We're officially underway now as far as the 2024 Constellations is concerned. We've got feature racing this Saturday night. We've got the Lucky Creed, the open class feature, over the staying trip, and the reigning Blacks a Fake champ. He's back in town, Swayze, so we're looking forward to that race, which comes through as race number 4. And we've also got the opening round of heats of the Darryl Alexander Trotting Championship Series. So looking forward to this series for the trotters this year. Looks like the heats are going to be very keenly contested. So there's a lot to look forward to this Saturday night. There's something for everyone. There's a lot of good horses stepping out, fine-tuning their preparations in readiness for the Constellations. In this edition of Weekend Winners, we're going to chat with Gemma Hewitt and Layne Dwyer. Gemma Hewitt jumps in the hot seat to go through her busy night at Albion Park this weekend. 6 runners for the stable, and she joins us now. Gemma, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris.
Your first runner comes up in the opening race, Amami. Now, he's drawn 2 off the second row. He was a winner 3 starts ago. He was at the rear of the field last week, but when you look at the sectionals, he was still more than okay. How is he going right now, Amami?
Yeah, I think he's fine at the moment, Chris. If you look at his win 2 starts ago, it was really good. It was a really fast last quarter last week, and I pulled him out on a hard part of the bend, and in hindsight I should have just stayed in with the speed that they got home in, but no, I'm really happy with the way he is.
Okay, is this a good draw? 2 off the second row, you look at that front line, it's loaded with pace, so surely they've got to come back to you at some point, so are you happy with the draw?
Yeah, I'm very happy with that draw. That's a good draw for him, and he can follow through, and he doesn't have to do a lot of work early, and yeah, hopefully that they can run a bit up front for us.
Okay. All right. Well, that's Amami in race number 1. What about in race 2? So Serious. Now, this is going to be a good challenge for him because you've got Sure Thing Captain, who's getting set for the Rising Sun. I Keep Smiling, probably the Rising Sun, and the Golden Girl as well. But he was really good in his own right last week against Always Smokin'. Were you happy with that?
Yeah, he's a really consistent horse, Chris, but it's a bit of a sticky draw this week, and as you said, there's a couple of nice ones in it, especially Sure Thing Captain. So I think it and I Keep Smiling obviously be the two to beat, and the rest will be fighting out from third onwards. But he's always super consistent, and he's there when he gets the right trip.
Do you have to make a tough call, though, with Brendan to say we're either committing going forward, trying to maintain that advantage on Sure Thing Captain and I Keep Smiling, or do you sort of just give early ground and try and restrain and get in somewhere?
Yeah, I usually leave that up to Brendan, but sort of in his last few runs we've sort of discovered over time that he's a better horse with a sit, so probably the less work we do early, the better.
Okay, but on the flip side, if you wanted to sort of let him run the gate, could he clear those to his inside?
Yeah, he can. He has got gate speed when we want to use it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Sure Thing Captain was super impressive first up last week. Won't be easy, drawn 7 there at the mile.
No, it won't be. And Luke's got a nice sort of position there on the back row too. So, but yeah, we know he's a really nice horse and what he's done lately. So, yeah, he'll be spot on as well. He'll be ready to go.
All right. So he's a top 4 chance, So Serious?
I'd like to hope so.
All right. Let's go across to race number 5. Promising. Now, he's in form, this guy. He's won in 2 of his last 3. Really strong winning last time out. Does this race look suitable for him on paper?
Yeah, it does, and he's got a nice draw too, Chris. So hopefully there'll be a little bit of speed up front early, but he's probably working the best out of the whole stable at the moment. So I'm really happy with the way he's going. Okay.
Surely you're going to get that tempo. Jackawally Gate 1, Kalasa's got early speed. Hold On To Your Bling was used off the arm there the other day. And Hands On, who's back in town with Robbie Morris, I'm tipping he's probably likely to go forward. So the harder the better for your guy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. His run here at Redcliffe last week was definitely really impressive, even though it was here. It's yeah, I'm really happy with him, and he just needs, yeah, as I said, a bit of speed on, and I think he's probably my best chance.
Okay, so his good winning form recently is at Redcliffe. Can he come to Albion Park and show up there?
He can. It's funny, he likes Redcliffe, and he runs really well here, so yeah, but it's a suitable race Saturday night, but apart from that, I'll be looking at the qualifying pace here next Saturday night at Redcliffe.
Okay. The thing with him, he's such a big horse. You would think the bigger track at Albion Park would suit him, but he seems to thrive and fly around Redcliffe.
Yeah, he does, and he probably runs just as quick around Redcliffe as what he does at Albion. So, yeah, the little track suits him.
Okay, race number 7, this race for the mares. You've got the 2 runners here, Aurora Joy and Betting Jewel, I better get that right. Aurora Joy, firstly, she's flying this mare. Her sectionals are so impressive of late.
Yeah, she's super consistent. She's just the sort of mare you'd love to own at the moment. She sort of goes around every week and rarely misses a check.
Is this a sticky draw though, gate 4?
It is a bit of a sticky draw, yeah, but you know, we'll pop the shorteners in and Brendan's on, so hopefully he can do something there.
Okay, Betting Jewel, what did you make of that run last week with her?
Really good. That was a first run for me in my stable, so just a few things I'd probably like to change and just make her a little bit more tractable. But now that I know her and I've had a start with her, I think she ran home really well last week.
Okay, if you flip the draws with your 2 runners, would that be better or wouldn't make much of a difference?
I don't think it would make much of a difference, to be honest, Chris. They're both actually just going really well, the mares, and there's not much between them.
Okay, Doug's mare's going to be hard to beat. She was impressive last week, Jungle Baby.
Yeah, she was. She was hard to catch. I thought she'd stop once he'd taken off and done so much work, but she didn't slow down at all.
Okay, well, hopefully your 2 mares won't be too far away there. And then in race number 10, Cash Tin. Now, he's going well. He had a tough trip last time out, but they went super fast time. I'm tipping you wouldn't have been disappointed.
No, his form doesn't really show how good he's going at the moment, Chris. He's really quite airborne at the moment. He just needs the right race.
So what do you do here from gate 6?
Probably have to go back with him. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the way he's racing lately, and we've made some good changes with his shoeing and stuff. And I think because he's not a very tractable horse, but I'm really happy with the progress we've made with him lately.
He can put in some steps, can't he?
Yeah.
The wider he gets on the track, it just doesn't look pretty, but he is going well. So with a little bit of luck, he shouldn't be too far away, Cashed In. So which one did you say was your best chance there on the weekend?
I think probably Promising is my best chance of the night, yeah.
Race 5, number 9, Promising. We'll put a circle around him. Gemma, as always, we'll appreciate the time and we'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Young Layne Dwyer jumps in the hot seat to go through his runners on Saturday night, and he's with us now. Layne, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
We start with race 1, number 1, Love Bite. Now, this is a perfect start. Race 1, number 1, over a mile. He looks awfully hard to beat here.
Yeah, I give it really good hope. Just my main concern is Collector Diamond who's sitting on our back, but I just still think it's a winnable race. But if that's the horse that's going to beat us, I'm sure it'll be him.
Okay, he was the horse that beat you last week. Were you surprised he was able to park outside you and beat you last week?
Yeah, he did catch me by surprise. I sort of had him running a bit, hoping to put him under pressure, but he just kept on picking up, and it was a super run by him.
Yeah, well, I think he caught everyone by surprise with his tenacity last week. So he's drawn directly behind you. How do you sort of assess that front row speed? There's a fair bit of speed there. Murphy's Reward, who's drawn out, he's likely to go forward. So how much early pressure do you think you'll receive?
I'm sure there'll be a bit there, but he doesn't mind doing it tough, and he races better when he does it tough. So as long as we can hold the front, I'm sure he'll be a good top 3 chance.
Yeah, just looking back at that replay, if Collector Dime's not there, you win easily, and we're all raving about how impressive your guy was. But as it turned out, Collector Dime was there, and he sits outside you. So he was equally impressive. So the bottom line is, your guy's absolutely flying.
Yeah, he's going super, Chris. I couldn't be much more happier with him, and yeah, he just keeps on improving, which is what we want.
All right, let's go across to race 5. Steam Cleaned is your drive here, drawn gate 4. Is that a little tricky for Steam Clean, that gate?
Yeah, very tricky. He doesn't really have much early speed, so just going to have to play it by ear. Hopefully find a spot and have one run at him.
And you've got a heap of speed to your inside. Jackawally, Kalasa, hold on to your bling. They can all fly the gate.
Yeah, it's a tricky draw, so have to go back, I'd say.
Are you happy with the way he's going since finding his way up to your stable?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with him, and I'm expecting him to improve a bit more. So, no, but these few runs that he's had up here, I can't complain.
Yeah, he hasn't put in a bad one yet, but he's sort of giving the impression that a win's not too far away. Do you think he's better suited at a mile or 2100, or it doesn't matter?
Probably if he could get the front in a mile, I think he'd be pretty hard to beat. But he's also proved that he can sit in the sprint too. So I don't really think it overly matters.
All right. Well, that's Steam Clean. What about in race number 8? Your drive here is Magic Moment. Was that her best run for your stable last time out?
Yeah, it's probably the best she's went for us. She's sort of shown that what she can do, and no, it's good solid effort. She showed good speed off the gate, which was good, and yeah, I was pretty happy with her.
Okay, so she's drawn 5 here on Saturday night. What's the early line of thinking?
But from my first initial thoughts, there's a bit of speed, and honestly, I think we're going to have to drive her with one run as well. So, which she can do. She can motor home late, so hopefully she does exactly that.
Is she a confidence type horse, Layne, where off the back of that run last week where she was really good, will she take confidence from that, and is that the key, just building her up, and hopefully she'll start to find the winner's circle?
Yeah, I reckon, Chris. She's like early when we first got her, she sort of was a bit fair and started driving her real quiet and have her hitting the line, and she sort of picked up again. So I reckon it's a good point. It probably is more of a confidence thing with her.
Okay. Race number 10 on Saturday night, Sir Brigadoon. He's chasing back-to-back victories. He's a cool horse, this guy. He can follow speed and he can rattle a quarter. How do you rate his chances here?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. It's a solid field, but I think he's more of a confidence horse too. So that run last week would have built his confidence up again. So yeah, just hopefully a bit of speed early, and yeah, they go silly up front and he can run home.
It's a good point you raise. It is a fairly strong field, isn't it? The Sydney-siders are in town, so Rock and Roll Hammer, Big Black Diamond having his first Albion Park start, and there's a few others there, so it is a strong lineup.
Yeah, it's very strong, but yeah, hopefully they all have to do a bit of work, and because he can really follow speed well, and hopefully he's a bit more confident now and he hits the line well.
Okay. He was impressive winning here, so you're just hoping for that similar type setup where you can follow a nice horse into the race and they've gone at a genuine tempo, and hopefully he does the rest.
Yeah, exactly, because he's shown that he can get home in a real slick quarter. So, yeah, let's just hope for the best, pretty much.
All right, well, that's Sir Brigadoon. The last race, I'm keen to get your thoughts here. Diamond Shoe, she's flying this mare.
Yeah, she's going super. She just keeps getting better. I reckon we've got to drive her hard off the gate and hopefully lead up. And if anything really wants to pressure us, we'll have to hand up. But no, I reckon she could run a really good mile out in front. Because she's been showing speed early and then rattling home late as well. So she's shown that she's pretty versatile. So we'll just see what happens.
Are you confident that you can clear Girl from Oz early here?
Yeah, I am. Across the last week, so and she has got good gate speeds, so I'm confident we can.
Okay, this is the Mares Open. It's a good lineup. So you got Tay Tay in town. It's Ebony and Ivory's chasing 4 straight. Orchid Stride was awesome last week. Girl from Rosedale racing in really good form. It's a deep race.
Yeah, it's very deep, but I reckon she would race best letting her roll along in front a bit. So I don't think we've seen the best of it yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay. She's in good form. Which drive are you most looking forward to on the weekend?
Probably race 1, number 1, Love Bite.
Okay, I thought you'd say that. Get in nice and early. Race 1, number 1, Love Bite. Layne, as always, appreciate the time, and we'll see you trackside.
No, thank you, Chris.
A big thanks to both Gemma and Layne. We wish them all the best on Saturday night. 11 races, like I said. We start nice and early, just after 5 o'clock, 5:07. Looking for our best bet. I think we can strike early here. Race 1, number 6, Murphy's Reward, comes back to Queensland, now in the care of Seaton Grimer. He's on the suspended list, so Pete McMullen is going to deputise as the race night driver. Go forward horse. He's in good form. He's won 2 of his last 3. Won in fast time at Newcastle last time out. This looks a winnable race for him. So race 1, number 6, Murphy's Reward, marking him as the best bet. If you are gambling this weekend, please do so responsibly. It's going to be a great weekend of harness racing action. Looking forward to the Creek on Saturday night. We've got the Lucky Creed, race number 4, opening round of heats of the DJA. We'll see you trackside.